They can't keep getting away with this. No, so reinventing. I'm surprised they should just put modern audience in here somewhere. Disney developing Power Ranger series for Disney Plus that will reinvent the franchise. What needs to be reinvented? Don't the messages of the original Power Rangers still hold up? Teamwork, togetherness, being kind, doing good. I mean, those still stand today. There's no need to reinvent it. But of course, Disney. The Walt Disney Company is reportedly developing a new Power Rangers series for its streaming service, Disney Plus. A report by Humberto Gonzalez at The Wrap claims the showrunners Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz are in negotiation to write, showrun, and produce a live-action, which has always been live-action, Power Rangers series for Disney Plus and 20th Century TV. Hasbro, who owns the Power Rangers franchise, will produce the series as well. Gonzalez claims that the show will reinvent the franchise for a whole new generation of fans. You mean like this one, how they all look like they're fucking TikTokers? Like, this morphin' be bustin' for real, no cap. Man, this shit be sus as hell, yo. I mean, like what is this? What the fuck is this? Again, it's like, why reinvent it? Even the original still holds up well. It still holds up well. Reinvent the franchise for a whole new generation of fans while delighting those who already know and love the world of Power Rangers. Also, Power Rangers, the movie, I watched it, what was it, yesterday or the day before? It still holds up. It's stupid, it's cheesy, but we get to the part with Dulcia. That was pretty nice for a Power Rangers movie. Dulcia is the warrior in the movie when they go to the planet Phaedos to get the great power. They meet her and originally, actually, that part was gonna go to what's her name? The chick from Law and Order, Haggerty, Mariska Haggerty, or whatever the hell her name is. It was originally gonna go to her. I can't remember what she said she turned it down for. If she turned it, I can't remember, but I know it was originally going to go to her. But instead we got the Dulcia we have in the movie now, and whew. But the movie's great. Ivan Ooze is real fun. The fact that he points out that teenagers really haven't changed in 6,000 years. I mean, I would imagine so. But then you have the new, like the newer one, the 2017 one with Zordon, and he doesn't seem to know what teenagers are. And Alpha has to explain what teenagers are to him. He should know what teenagers are. I mean, I understand he's old, but I mean, if he's dealing with different races of beings, surely, even if his people don't have teenagers, he should still know what a teenager is. But Bryan Cranston is Zordon. It's hilarious. Not exactly the kind, compassionate Zordon that we knew and loved. No, this one was like, I've been here for a while. I give zero shits about anything right now. I just want out of this. So you are going to be the Power Rangers, whether you like it or not. But yeah, the movie's on YouTube for free right now. So if you don't have it, like a DVD or whatever, or VHS, you can go ahead and watch it. Also, side note, apparently Mrs. Doubtfire is on YouTube for free as well. So even if you have it, already, it's on YouTube. So But let's see. Where are we? Hasbro and Gonzalez claims that the show will reinvent a whole new generation. Power Rangers was originally created by Haim Saban, Shuki Levy, and Shintaro Ishinomori in 1993, and was based on Super Sentai. Well, it was kind yes and no. I mean, it was kind of the same idea. It was kind of the same thing, but taking place in America. Like all the Angel Grove stuff, pretty much was done here in America, except for like the action stuff. That was taken from Super Sentai. Um, so like when the fight scenes, and the monsters, the Megazord battles, that was all Super Sentai. That was all Super Sentai. Adam, come on. Over here, bub. Come on. Come on. Oh. Mwah. Uh, Originally aired on Fox Kids, depicted 5 teenagers with attitude who were recruited by Zordon of Eltar to become Power Rangers and fight against alien entities such as Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed. The teenagers are given superhuman abilities as well as weapons when they transform into the Power Rangers. They also have access to giant robots called Zords. They can combine into the Megazord and take on the most treacherous foes. Except for when they don't and they lose. Yeah, isn't that right, bub? They lose. The franchise has evolved past the original series into various spin-offs, such as Power Rangers Turbo, which, it was okay. Power Rangers in Space, and most recently Power Rangers Dino Fury and Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, just all kinds of fury. Can we get a Power Rangers Medieval Fury? Yeah, can we get like a Medieval Fury or something? Alongside the various TV shows, there have been a number of film adaptations as well. Lionsgate released Power Rangers in 2017, which sucked. And Netflix distributed Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always back in 2023, which it was cool. It was cool to see everyone back in action. Um, but you had, like I said, it's like the original. They dealt with things like bullying and racism and stuff like that. So there's no message that they could tell or reinvent it in a way that would, you know, unless they're trying to add in modern lingo for fucking kids who grow up on TikTok and all that. I mean, again, like right here, they already look like the kids who would do shit on TikTok, like or So is that would trying to reinvent and trying to appeal to those kinds of people with the modern lingo and like why reinvent it? Just do what's been working for the past almost 30 years. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, it's already got a pretty well established, successful formula. No need to change it. But Rita Repulsa, when she becomes young, how she's like oldish, and then all of a sudden she's just like young. It's like, how? What? Lord Zed, probably one of the coolest villains. I mean, the dude is just like muscle. He's got no skin, no nothing. It's just muscle. And of course, we have our favorite Go die! I serve freedom, my queen. I will destroy the Power Rangers. And then like in the beginning of the series, he doesn't have his wings, and then he gets his wings back, and it's like, oh crap, he's gonna be a real threat now, and he was for like 5 seconds, and then the wings didn't make him really much more than that for a few seconds. Then he goes back to getting his ass kicked and to being a joke. And then in the movie, the newer movie, the 2017, they called the giant thing Goldar, but it wasn't Goldar. I'm like, it was made of gold, but it wasn't like Goldar is a character. But that thing wasn't Goldar. It was just like some kind of giant gold creature thing. But Also, the freaking Krispy Kreme crap in that movie. They really wanted people to eat Krispy Kremes while they were watching that movie. Or, afterwards, like, huh, I just finished Power Rangers. Why do I have the sudden urge for Krispy Kremes? But the original, it still holds up. And I don't think of, when it comes to Power Rangers, I don't think anything beats that original theme song. As soon as you hear that theme start up, you're like, oh, yes. It was just, it's classic. And again, all the messages that were back then still hold up now. So to reinvent it, just do what they've been doing with all these other series. There's no reason to reinvent it again, unless they're trying to really appeal to the younger audience by throwing in their lingo and stuff like that. There's no reason to reinvent. Just keep it the way it's been. It's been successful. Why would you want to risk that? Because it's Disney and they don't care. Because it's Disney and they don't care. But and it had great moments. You had people like Bulk and Skull who were bullies, and then they had this whole character development where they're saving. They're not like Power Rangers, but they were just as good as, because they're risking their lives to save not just Angel Grove but the world. You have like Tommy, who's introduced, and then he's good, and then he's bad, and then he's good, and then he's bad again. And whenever he's bad, it's not because he chooses to be bad, it's because he's under the influence of Rita. But seeing him be kind of this this puppet for her, but also trying to find the will to kind of be who he is, and and then he has to kind of fight with his inner demon, and like he actually has to fight his inner demon. Him becoming the White Ranger, and the character arcs really good. It's like I said, Bulk and Skull, who were like douchebags. They're lovable, but they were douchebags. But then they slowly become these really good developed characters, and they eventually start showing up in the other series as well. Same thing with Tommy. I mean, this dude's been through like every color of the freaking rainbow, I swear. Like, he's the Black Ranger, he's a Gold Ranger, he's a Silver Ranger, he's this Ranger, he's the Red Ranger. He's just a Rainbow Ranger. And it's weird. It's like, don't these things take the time placement like distant, in like each one's like in distant future? How is Tommy still looking the exact same way? Like, does this dude not age? Is he immortal? Because it's like every series he shows up, obviously it should take place sometime after the original. So how does Tommy keep showing up? I mean, after Turbo, I stopped watching it because I was kind of growing out of it. And then I see Tommy like 10 years later, and Tommy's freaking popping up in Power Rangers still as a new Ranger. I'm like, dude, does this dude not age in the series? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's the backstory here? Do these series just take place 1 year after the other? Or do 10 years or 50, 100 years? Because how is Tommy still this age? How is he still young? This dude should be like, and eating freaking applesauce. But anyway, yeah, there's no need for this. There's no need. Anyway, let me know when you guys started watching Mighty Morphin, or not Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but Power Rangers in general. If it was Mighty Morphin, good. The best one. If it was the newer ones, I certainly hope you go back and watch what you missed out on. But yeah, let me know when you started watching Power Rangers, and why you think Kimberly's the best. Kimberly. But anyway, I know some of you are gonna say, no, not a Kimberly. Trina was a whole other level. She was like everything a guy would want in a woman. Oh, I see what you did there. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.